Everybody has a podcast.
Yeah, baby, yeah. What up? Back. Way back. Everybody has a podcast. Podcast up. Oh, you had a great weekend.
J.Wiggy, take out the trash!
What it do, Grant Mills? Man, I coming on the mend. I was sick last week.
Man, what you had, that HIV?
Man, I must have had that shit. Can I get rid of it?
Maybe with some kind of medications and shots and stuff.
Man, my youngest had a stomach bug, and I never get that shit. I hate being that person that's like, oh, I never get sick. I really don't. Not that much. Never that much. But man, Friday morning I woke up. Ooh, I had to take a sick day. Green apple splatters, throwing up. Ugh.
Oh, man, sounds like you had a fun time. Kids always get the most super viruses and bring home crazy shit. But, man, shit, now you're all better now.
Yeah, what was weird was Friday, I called in like 9 o'clock, did an hour of work, and I was like, I can't do this shit. I'm chilling. So put my shit down and chilled 9 o'clock till about the next day, about 24 fucking hours. I was solid ass sick, went to sleep, woke up, felt great. And I was like, holy shit, I feel a lot better. So Saturday I actually felt pretty good, got out and shit. And then Sunday, I was like 50%. So I don't know. It was kind of backwards. I was like sick as fuck, then felt great, then felt half-assed. I figured I would taper up a different way, but whatever. I don't fucking know.
That's kind of crazy.
Brody, get in the cello.
Man, I was kind of sick too, so I didn't have that. So, worked Monday and Tuesday, and was off Wednesday and Thursday. I think I had strep. So, like Tuesday evening, you know how you get that feeling, like you're not sick, man, but you get that weird feeling in your throat, man. You're feeling kind of off, like your head's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
You know that like it's coming. Yeah, and so the next day, man, I was like, "Whoa, man, just fucking feeling like shit. Head all fucked up, throat fucked up, man. We got some of that sodium laden chicken noodle soup. It seems to do the fucking trick, though, man. I try to get the reduced sodium because one fucking can of even the reduced sodium shit is like fucking crazy on the sodium, man. It's like 1,600. Or might be more than that, actually. I can't remember. It's a lot, man. And if you get the regular ones, shit, you can't eat nothing else the rest of the day for real. Damn sodium ass laden shit. But like it's I don't know what it is, man. Maybe it's just because I had it as a kid, or it seems to work, man. That and strawberry jello. That's about it, man. Laying around.
Yeah, that Jello soothes the throat, man. What you get that itchy throat and shit too, and it just you can't scratch it. It's painful as hell. I hate that strep throat shit.
Yeah, that shit ain't no fun. Whis is coming along in a moment, folks. So weekend review, we talked about it. We was a little sick, you know, had other shit going on. Super Bowl last night. Did you catch it?
Oh yeah, I caught it. You know what? I've been waiting for this, so I want to know. I got to know your breakdown. I need the Grant Bills breakdown on the Super Bowl.
So I thought it was a pretty good game, actually. Except for the kind of last part when I know that was a hold, but you know, I kind of wish they let him play on that. Even though, like, that was, I feel like I don't know how, man. You know, if he wouldn't have held him, he still maybe that was an overthrow. But and then you had kind of the end where I'm not mad at Kansas City for doing that. If I was the coach, I'd have done it too. I ain't giving Jalen Hurts no fucking chances. But
fuck no.
it would have been a lot more exciting if we would have got overtime or Jalen would have, you know, kind of wanted to see if he could come back. But hey, man, the game is a game of strategy.
Yeah, so just not checkers, man. It was I thought it was a really good game. Two powerhouses, obviously the best teams that have played all season. I think they were number 2 picks. I think anybody's picks all season. Man, Jalen Hurts played fucking lights out. He actually played good, costly fumble, and man, I didn't understand his. I don't know, that last play. His Hail Mary was way short. I think he should have just took off at that point. I mean,
yeah, he should just try to run.
Yeah, I mean, run lateral. You've lost the game, 99.9% at that point. I mean, chucking it up, and I mean that was a terrible short pass. You know, he ran good all game, man. Just start taking off, and then see if you get any runners beside you and start lateraling like a motherfucker. It wouldn't have changed anything. It would have been a lot more exciting finish. But yeah, I don't blame KC for what they did. I mean, the goal is to win the Super Bowl, man. You know, and they won it. They went down there, did the right thing. It wasn't exciting, but it's how you fucking win.
Yep. Pat's got 2 rings. Andy Reid, he got 3 rings? I know. Didn't he get one with Philadelphia?
Oh,
I know Doug Peterson did, but that was kind of more recent. I thought Andy Reid did so. But I know he's got 2 with KC. Pat Mahomes, man, baller. So I just had a feeling, man, he wasn't that dude, man. He's not. Everybody always says this, but he is a different dude. And man, I was just like, man, if he's gonna do it, I think this is gonna be it. He's gonna fucking come back. That's just my feeling on that.
Yeah, I think they're both going to have good teams next year too, though. Man, there was some really good offense in that game. I thought Philly, I like I said, I think everybody's talked about Jalen Hurts, man, but I think a lot of his receivers don't get enough credit for. Yeah, God, he put the ball in the right spot, man, but they made some really good catches last night to make a lot of those plays happen. Devontae Smith, man, great play. And then Goddard, really good catch on the sideline. I think one of them got called back, man. But I mean, dude, I mean, he's definitely putting the ball where he needed to. I think he's got a lot of upward mobility. So I think if they're not back next year, they'll be pretty damn close.
Yeah, we'll see. It's hard to get back. So, I remember we thought Cam Newton was going to get back. Never went back.
Not even close, yeah.
He never went back. So, but, man. So, yeah, weekend review. Who is this?
I lost $1,500 in the fucking Super Bowl, goddamn.
Oh, man.
I don't remember what he picked. He picked Philly. He might have bet somebody else, though.
Let's see. Who did I pick? Did we all go?
I know I picked KC. I don't know who you picked.
Yeah, I was KC. Damn, Whis was Philly. He loses it. He loses it as always. Yeah, we were KC against Philly. And, we talked about that. Didn't we both just have a weird feeling? We were kind of pulling Philly, but kind of just knew KC going to pull it out.
Yeah, I kind of was like, kind of debating there. And, I don't know.
J.Wiggy wears jean shorts, y'all.
Oh. Jean shorts? You wear jean shorts?
I don't do that. No jorts for a player.
I ain't worn no jean shorts since, like, man, the early 90s.
Shit, that was popular for a while. Man, the Bugle Boys. It was. Shit.
Yeah. They had, like, all kind of different kinds, man. And then, man. That shit was styling. Something, goddammit. Let's go ahead and see what's happening on the phones. Oh, baby, Harriet, line 1.
It's Harriet from Tea Time. Hey, Buzz, how y'all doing?
Doing great, Harriet. What's up?
Just out here chilling. I was been gone because I had mono,
Who you been kissing, Harriet?
How you know I'm a player? Anyway, I wanted to ask y'all, shall I do picks for the XFL and USFL?
Thanks for the call, Harriet. Yeah, we will be doing XFL and what the fuck she say, USFL picks.
Yeah, USFL. Yeah, we'll get those. We'll grab those before the end of the night when we wrap up. I actually got their schedule, so don't fret, fans. We've got 4 games this weekend in the XFL.
Oh damn, that's this weekend.
Yeah, I love it, man. We don't even have to go a week without football right now, so we're good.
Hell yeah, baby.
And you get 2 Saturday and 2 Sundays, so nice way to break it up.
Okay, well, that's good, man. Because I hate going those stretches without football, man. The last couple of weekends, not then. Well, I guess it was the last couple of ones, man. Well,
yeah, we're good for a minute.
Just need that football, man. I was also nerding it up because, I was sick and it's kind of a shitty week. The weather's just cold. So, with that, man, I got on Steam again. And then also, with the Nintendo Switch, I downloaded the latest Final Fantasy. I'm not going to get into a review on this one yet because I'm just kind of getting into it. It's pretty cool, though, I will say so far. It's kind of like, I don't know, was it a prequel to 7? It's something to do with 7. I think it's like a prequel. I don't know, but it's pretty cool, though. I'm trying to get into it and, actually get into it and stay with it. Some of those other Final Fantasy offshoots I just couldn't get into, especially the newer ones. This is a newer one, but it's still pretty cool. But we do have a couple of vintage game reviews. These ain't really, well, one of them is vintage, but it's a quick one, and then the other one, we'll get into it as well.
You got down on a new controller too, didn't you?
Yeah, so with the Steam, Madden 23 is like $18 on Steam. I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm getting it. And then, so I got the controller too, and it's just like an Xbox controller pretty much. I mean, it's made pretty good. Just plug it in the back. They had a wireless version too, but the wireless version had a fucking thing you still got to put into the back of your computer. So I'm like, oh, what the fuck would I do that for? The whole fucking reason is to save a slot, so I might as well get a hardwired connection and make sure all my shit's good. But yeah, man, it's pretty good. The controller actually works really good.
Yeah, it looked like that Xbox One controller, man. I was going to ask how ergonomically sound it was and if you liked it so far.
Got some nice grips on there, man. I mean, it's pretty good, actually, with the playing with the Madden. And Yeah, man, I would recommend it. It's only like $18. The wireless one's like 30 something, but
That's
it's
just
not really
tight, man.
wireless.
It's funny because, like, there was such a weird evolution of controllers, but you kind of knew which way they were both going. Like with PlayStation, they kind of stayed into that PlayStation controller realm. Xbox kind of stayed into theirs. It, made some subtle changes and shit like that. Man, computer game controllers back in the day were like the fucking Wild West. You go to Walmart and there's like 50 different ones, and none of them were the fucking same. So it's always hard if you're getting one for the computer or something to I don't know, to land a good controller. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, I had to configure them and all kinds of shit, I think, too. And it was a
Yeah.
pain in the ass. But this one, you didn't have to do that. I have an EA account, too, and so you can play online. But, man, I'm not going to get online and get my ass whipped by a bunch of fucking 10-year-olds.
No.
So, but man, hey, it's pretty cool. It's got an online mode and everything, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Right now, we got Lakeisha from New Orleans.
Hey, baby, this is Lakeisha from New Orleans, Louisiana. I want to know what y'all think Aaron Rodgers is going to do when he comes back from his sabbatical or whatever. I think he's going to retire personally. What y'all think? Y'all hang up and listen.
I think he gets traded. What about you?
I don't see him retiring. He's an interesting character. I think he's got. I don't know. He's competitive. What would he do? I mean, I don't. I think a lot of people. I mean, obviously, doesn't need money and stuff, but I think people need a purpose, and I think his is to be a baller. So, yeah,
He's got a few more years, I feel.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's these guys now. The more we know, this is my wheelhouse a little bit on the training side and things like that. The more we know about fitness and your aging, man, these guys take care of themselves. So that's why you see them last longer. I mean, 20, 30 years ago, man, they'd be beat the fuck up. But they get massages. They get the best doctors in the world. They do cryogenics and shit, stem cells. Yeah, you can play a lot longer. And I mean, I think just on a personal level, I just don't see him. Doesn't seem like that type of person that's going to retire. So I think he'll be back. Being traded, that'd be interesting. Do you think, what team do you think would be after Aaron Rodgers?
I think if he went to the Raiders, that'd be good. Got Devontae's over there. And I think Waller's still there. I don't know, man. I would say San Fran, but they still got Purdy, and I don't see a reason for them to be really in getting a fucking quarterback like him. But I think the best place is probably the Raiders. I can't think of really anywhere else. The Jets, who the fuck wants to go there? They're cursed.
Ugh.
I just don't, I don't see that.
Yes, green color. Yeah, the Raiders would be cool. I think it'll be an interesting offseason to see what happens with him.
He's going to ball out in Green Bay, dumbasses. And then get one more Super Bowl, and that's it. Fucking them hoes.
I mean, that'd be the optimal way. Goddamn, I wish. But, yeah. I mean, he's got one, and he's a fucking Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with that. For sure.
Hard to get there. I'll say one thing, man. While I was sick also, Vice, we talk about Vice. So they got this Sex Before the Internet. And they brought up an interesting one this past week. Was you remember the Real Sex series on HBO?
Oh, man, very well. As a kid, you'd be trying to creep and watch that shit.
Oh, man. Yeah. You wanted to see that, man. Real Sex. Oh, man. I remember I had a friend who had those on tape, man. And, dude, yeah, Real Sex. It was kind of cool because it wasn't. Yeah, but there was some kind of content to it. I mean, as kids, you didn't really fucking care, but now let you get on the internet and straight booty time. It's not anything like with back in our day with the Real Sex. It was like a fucking story. Like this is like real couples. Yeah. They're not fucking. They don't look like porn star models. There's real people. There's kind of stories behind it. I don't know. It's kind of cool. But they don't do that anymore because free porn.
Right.
So, but definitely interesting, man. That is a fucking interesting.
That reminds me, what was that? The Red Shoe Diaries? You remember that shit on Showtime?
Yeah, wasn't that Cinemax or something? Or maybe it was
Showtime.
Showtime. Okay, yeah.
Showtime. I remember walking in and watching my granddad watching that shit.
They had all kind of different ones for that. Cinemax had like shows like the softcore porn or whatever. And then you had the Squiggly channel, showed everything, but like you could never get that motherfucker. I mean, I came in clear one time for like an hour or two. I was like, damn, shit crazy. Man, I thought he was seeing some shit. But,
man.
I think the next week they're doing something on Jenna Jameson as the next one. But yeah, it was interesting. They don't do the series anymore as far as Real Sex. I think that was the last one was 2010. And then that whole division within HBO, they kicked it to the curb because of the free porn industry. But yeah, it's a shame they don't have more documentary style.
Man, I'm telling you, we got to do a list of shit the internet has ruined. The internet's ruined a lot of shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it every day. I mean, it's enabled us to do work from home shit, podcast. I mean, a lot of cool shit. But at the time, man, baseball cards, for example. Everybody thought their cards were rare until you go on the internet and you could find motherfuckers across the world. Oh, I got that fucking card. I think that was to blame. And then, I mean, the porn's not exciting. These kids don't have to work anymore. Everybody with a phone, you can look at titties in like 10 seconds. That used to be a fucking adventure trying to see a pair of titties back in the day.
Hell yeah, like a mystery pick. You're going to have thumbnails.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Slow internet connection.
Yeah, and then the scrambled TV channel. Ain't nobody. Man, yeah, you got to be about 40 or 40 plus to remember the scrambled TV. Maybe a little younger, but yeah, that's...
It was that one. Then was another one before that. Oh shit! It's like damn it, the series on how to do stuff, like the sex series. Like it was sex. I can't even think of the fucking name of it, but you would know it if I said it. But it's like an instructional series. It's like in Britain or something.
Oh God!
And it was like the how-to series of sex, and like they had that whole thing. And it was actually, I think it showed stuff like but yeah, that was like a big thing, and they almost got banned in Britain or whatever, but ended up being a huge deal. And
God, man, what a weird time, like the 80s and 90s, and probably before, but we know the 80s and 90s well. Like trying to put yourself out there. I was too young for the video dating shit. That was a decade before my time, man. But watching those old videos you see on YouTube, man, motherfuckers used to go to a studio and film themselves. And put that... Now, I don't even know how that shit worked. And then they had personal ads in the newspaper and shit.
Oh, yeah, video dating and matchmakers. I guess they still do the matchmaker kind of shit, but...
Oh, man, that shit's whack.
Yeah.
That is one of those.
You did?
Yeah, after my first marriage ended. What was it? The lunch place? It's just lunch.
Oh man, should have got a hooker.
Man, for the price you pay, you could. I mean, that shit ridiculous.
Well, they just set you up on a fucking lunch date somewhere. I don't understand.
Man, they try to like set you up like with it's advertised and marketed to professional people, which obviously that was the first warning sign, red flag. I shouldn't have even been fucking with them, but I just try to holler and see what was up. And yeah, they just try to set you up with professional people on like a little lunch date somewhere in the city or some shit. Man, they be trying to act like New York and shit here. It's not working. But yeah, I mean, I
like Walmart and troll for tail.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Go look in the fresh greens and shit. But no, it was whack. I didn't do it, and then I can't remember. It's like a couple $100, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, for them to like matchmake, dude. It was not cheap, and it was like, ooh. So no, that shit was dumb.
Yeah. Let's Mark in Vegas. Mark in Las Vegas. What's up, Mark?
What up, dudes? This is Mark from Vegas. How are you doing?
What's up, Mark? Doing good. What's on your mind?
Well, I needed to tell you guys. I wanted to call in and give my ultimate arcade pick, man. Ghosts and goblins, man. What do you think about that, man?
That's a good one, man. That's a good one.
Go ahead and add that one in, man. That'd be cool.
Ghosts and goblins, man. I remember that seeing that in arcades and in like a fucking 7-Eleven by the house as well. That is a
Yeah,
classic
that's a
game.
really good game. Yeah, that was actually on was it on Nick Arcade a couple of times? I think it was. I know I've been on the throwback Nickelodeon lately, but I think Ghosts and Goblins actually was on Nick Arcade a few times. Good game. That was definitely an arcade game, like a laundromat game.
Hell yeah, shit my hand.
I love it.
Let's go ahead and get into a little bit of news. Alright, motherfuckers, let's see what we got going on. Oh man, so I know you like Zelda. Did you play the new Zelda? Any of the real new shit? Breath of Wild, any of those?
I haven't played the new shit. Oh. I thought I was muted. No, I have not. I followed it, and I actually went to the bookstore the other day, and they had a huge ass book with the Zelda, kind of the anthology and all the history of it, which was actually, I flipped through it pretty deep. But no, haven't played anything.
I played that, I think it was Breath of the Wild. It's kind of cool, but I just couldn't, I don't know. I couldn't stick to it for some reason. I need to go back on it. I mean, it was cool, but, looks like they got a new one. Tears of the Kingdom. Looks like, it's got fans gushing about the graphics. This is by Ethan Gach. If you watch the latest trailer for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, you might have been shocked to hear what sounds like Ganon talking. Marvel that Link's new powers are completely lost it when you saw him riding a magical lawnmower. Some fans, however, are losing it over a blurry screenshot that might indicate a slight graphical improvement coming in the Breath of the Wild sequel. The original game sets you loose in a massive open world where you can swim up waterfalls and parachute off mountains. It's thrilling and gorgeous, but comes with a big catch. Features of Hyrule's landscape that are farther away lack detail and aren't rendered at all until you get closer. These short draw distances mean even things like foliage can sometimes jarringly pop in and out of a scene as you run around. According to an interesting side-by-side comparison from Louis Guibreau's breakdown via Games Radar, Tears of the Kingdom might contain noticeably better drawn distances, as we were just discussing. To the untrained eye, these images of Link gliding, there's some images here that actually show a side-by-side comparison. Now, they kind of look the same to the untrained eye, but if you kind of look in, the new one looks a bit more detailed. Who the fuck cares? This is really nothing. So, basically, this new Zelda game is going to have better graphics. Now, like I said, I played the Breath of the Wild. It was cool. I will not lie. When I first started playing, I was like, man, it's cool, but it just couldn't hold my attention for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's just me on that. But I could not. I couldn't stick with it. I don't know.
Looking at the screenshots, it's giving me Skyrim vibes. I mean, all the Tears of the Kingdom are. I mean, you see the landscape, looks like a Skyrim vibe. The whatever, it looks like a fucking dragon floating around.
Oh yeah, weren't you into Skyrim pretty hard?
I love Skyrim. I thought it was a really good game, and I never thought I'd be into something like that. But yeah, I mean, then everybody's like, well, did you play the first one and Morrowind and shit? No, motherfucker, I didn't play all that shit. I played Skyrim. That's the only one I got down on. I don't know the whole stories. We've talked about this. I can't get down into 800 years of fucking fan fiction. But yeah, but Skyrim's a fucking great game. It's an investment game that you're gonna be spending a ton of time on. But yeah, this has those kind of vibes, a little more cartoony characters. But I mean, I think that's a reflection of the Zelda series. So looks cool, but I don't know. I'd give it a try.
It does look cool, but I'm invested in a Final Fantasy game right now, and I'm not gonna probably fuck with that. But in other news, a 1908 Harley Davidson sells for a record $935,000. This thing looks like a fucking bicycle. This store is by Ben Hooper. Harley Davidson, dating from 1908, sold for $935,000, making it the most expensive bike ever sold at auction. Mecum Auction in Las Vegas said the motorcycle, known as the Strap Tank, due to nickel-plated steel bands that suspend the fuel and oil tanks from its frame, sold for $935,000 after fees in a late January auction. Vintagent, a website that tracks auctions of vintage motorcycles, said the sale represented the highest price ever paid for a motorcycle at auction. We marketed the bike well, and Harley is by far the most famous American motorcycle brand, so we had a feeling it would do well in auction. But obviously, you are surprised anytime you sell the most expensive bike ever, Greg Arnold, motorcycle division manager at Mecum Auctions, told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Arnold said surviving Strap Tank bikes are rare, and the bike sold by Mecum was an especially unique find. This bike has many of its original parts, which makes it a much more rare, he said. And this bike looks like it was found in a Wisconsin barn by David Uline in 1941. He kept it in his possession for 66 years. The bike was most recently restored by Paul Freehill, Fort Wayne, Indiana, the auction house says. So somebody got paid. Man. Man. Nice. If I ever found some more shit like that, I don't give it now. I'll sell it straight away. I don't fucking collect shit. Give me the money.
Show me the money, baby. Show me the money, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Show me the money. Like bicycle and shit. God.
It does look like a bicycle.
Raid some barns in the Midwest. See what they like, the pickers and shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Didn't one of them fuckers die or something? Bunch of the fat one, then he did. He fucking died. I swear to God, he's dead. Come on, fucking fat bastard. See, he's not dead. What was his name? Like fucking Franklin or something? I don't watch that shit, man. What's that fucking shit, dude? I just heard he died or something. Whatever.
Let's see. Frank Phillips
fucked up some kind of way or something.
Man, it caught me off guard. I haven't watched it. Man, I don't know. It said he had financial difficulties and a stroke. So not good news that I'm fine.
Oh man, well shit.
You caught me off guard with that shit. I haven't seen that show in ages and shit. So.
Oh, old Frankie. Well, let's hope his fat ass is all right. In other news, we got news about a dog. I know Whis Creever loves them dogs.
I love doggoos, y'all. I got 5 of them. They're all Great Danes, and I just love them so much.
I do too. I love dogs. So this is a big dog like you like, Whis. 155-pound St. Bernard rescue after falling through the ice.
Oh, no, some bullshit, yeah. I hope he's all right.
This is going to have a happy ending, of course. Fires, that's what we want here. No tragic news about puppies here, okay? Firefighters in Colorado came to the rescue of a 155-pound dog that wandered out into a frozen lake and fell through the ice into frigid water. Adams County Fire Rescue said crews responded alongside Westminster fire personnel when the St. Bernard named Mumford was reported to have fallen through the ice at the Baker Reservoir. The owner did the exact right thing by staying on the shore, calling 911 and giving dispatchers his exact location. Firefighters were able to venture out to the ice and bring the puppy to safety. Mumford was not injured and reunited with his owner at the scene. So that's awesome. Man, that's a big fucking dog. Those dogs are huge.
Yeah, and, huge.
Yeah, him's a big boy. Glad he's all right.
Yeah, and kudos to that owner, man. You got to call somebody to. You always hear those stories where somebody.
Yeah, they jump in and like fucking die, end up dying, and the dog is like gets saved.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's sad, man. But damn it, that's like the ultimate like. What the fuck? Like, man, I ain't gonna finna jump in no frigid waters. I love you, but damn it, I'm not fucking experiencing any of that shit.
I don't understand that, man. I love doggos. I love pets. I understand that people love them, man, but you can't. It's a pet. I mean,
Yeah, you can't give yourself up, man, for that. You know,
man, you have to when you die and shit. There's death certificates and shit. When an animal dies, man, you put in a hefty bag in the backyard and go get another one. I mean, I ain't being insensitive and shit, but save yourself and.
Listen, I don't do that shit. I always fucking treat my pets with respect. They're a member of the family, motherfuckers.
They are. You know, I think it's just use your best judgment. I mean, come on. You're not gonna jump into a fucking frigid lake full of ice. You're gonna you're gonna die, man. How the hell are you gonna get a big ass dog like that out anyway?
Yeah,
no, yeah.
Your dog's better suited to handle that environment and can handle it. Let the fire department come help you. So kudos to that. It was like that. What was it? Years ago, there was a one of those dogs ran into a fucking bowling spring in Yellowstone. And then the owner ran in and hopped in the fucking bowl, and they both died. I mean, they both got bowled to death. And he got out and was like, "Well, that was a mistake." That was like his quote, and then he just I guess fell apart right there.
Stupid fuck. Jesus. Yeah, people, they're stupid. Let's see. We got maybe another interesting story here, and we will wrap the news. We got one about goats, loose goats, wandering to a Target in Texas. Do you shop at Target?
Yeah, get down on Target a little bit. You?
I ain't been at Target in man, it's been a while. A pair of loose goats wandered into a Target store in Texas, spent some time browsing around, and then they got wrangled up by police. So this is one Texas on Cypresswood Drive in the spring on the resort. This isn't very eventful. They didn't do anything like fuck no people up or anything like that.
Damn.
But they did go into a store, so that's very uneventful as far as that story went. But, hey, slow news day, folks. Slow news day. So what are we going to do now? Go ahead and wrap that. We done with the news. There's nothing else interesting out there. Not even in video game land for the nerdos. Oh, we do have a call. And, yes, we got Raj in North Khaki.
This is Raj. What is going on in this beach?
What up, Raj, man? Where you been, Raj? Been a while.
I've been out there doing my thing, you know what I'm saying, Big Daddy. Anyway, I want to ask you the joke. I know you love 90s music. Did you ever listen to Counting Crows? Mr. Jones, one of my favorites. Did you try Counting Crows?
Counting Crows. Counting Crows is one of those bands that back when they came out with Mr. Jones and me. So that was the only song that I knew. And I thought it was all right back then, actually. I wasn't crazy about it. But then everything else they came out with was like kind of slow, like they had a couple of songs. It's just, I don't know. There's not anything else. But that Mr. Jones and me, though, man, I've been getting back into that. I've been bumping that. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good song. They're not a one-hit wonder, though. They're not a one-hit wonder. Counting Crows has been around, and they're still around doing shit. So they've had hits, like steady hits, but that was like the main big boy with them. And I actually like that song a lot. Yeah, I do like Counting Crows, but that's like the only song I'm jamming. There's nothing else like that one that in their catalog that I have really run up on. So maybe I need to get more into it. But that one song, man, that's just good shit. That's like that song there, man. That's one of those songs, man. You look at the album, you look at you see the video or something. It's like, man, this is the 90s right here. Got a white guy with dreadlocks. He looks cool too, man. He actually looked cool. Like, I don't know, man. They're a good band. But like I said, that one song was really the one.
There's a lot of bands with crow in their name back then.
Yeah, Black Crows.
Yeah, Counting Crows, Black Crow, Crow.
Crow. That's one. Yeah. Crow. Just Crow.
Yeah.
Oh, Crowbar. Crowbar.
Yeah,
that was a fucking
Crows.
doom metal band. Yeah. Fucking shit.
Must have been a thing. Yeah, I dug some Counting Crows music. I didn't think they were bad. They weren't somebody I'd normally tune into, but I mean, I ain't gonna down them or anything. Music's all right.
Yeah, no, they're good, man. They were in that whole vein of they were not similar to Blues Traveler, but I know I talked about Blues Traveler on the last show. Just how fucking good they were, really. They actually have some more songs besides "Run Around, Running, Get Me Running Around." That was like the big one, right? Like, I love that shit. Everybody love that shit. But John Popper is the only motherfucker I know who's that can shred on a fucking harmonica. Nobody can play the fucking harmonica like that. Another great song by them is "Hook." And I think Neil Young puts on, or I don't know if he does it anymore, but he does something like a benefit at the Shoreline Amphitheater. If you go back and watch that live clip, I think it's like 1997, Hook Shoreline. That's a great clip. Anyway, if you guys have time, go check that whole thing out. Fucking amazing. That clip of them live. So good shit there. Yes, we do like Counting Crows.
Campus sucks you.
You always think everything sucks.
Oh, fuck you, motherfucker.
Counting Crows is good, man.
I don't fuck with that dumb shit.
Well, hey, man, your opinion's what it is, Whis. So I don't know what to. I don't know what to tell you, motherfucker.
Counting Crows sucks.
Let's see.
Whis is a devil's advocate, motherfucker.
He a Debbie Downer in this shit. Go ahead and see what Ricky in Tulsa's talking about now.
Hi, folks, this is Ricky. What's going on?
Ricky!
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to say this. I'm a huge Vanderbilt fan. Anchor down, boys. March Madness, loving this basketball.
All right, let's go ahead and go to Sebastian
Yeah,
in St. Louis.
Hey, this is Sebastian from St. Louis.
Hey, Sebastian, what's up? How's it going?
It's going pretty good. Pretty good. I want to ask you boys a question. French fries or onion rings? I'm a French fry man myself. I'll hang up and listen to y'all's answers.
Thank you, Sebastian. That's a good call. You know what? I'm an onion ring man. I love onion rings. If you're going to give me the choice between fries and onion rings, I'm taking onion rings 9 out of 10. What about you, Wiggy?
Man, I'm a French fry guy, but I do like a good onion ring. What kind of onion rings you like? You like because they got some of those huge ones that's like lightly breaded, and you're eating like a big fucking piece of white onion. I don't dig that, but like a real crispy one, kind of like a onion string or a bloomin' onion. Man, dude, I may have to take those over fries if that's the option. But in general, I'll take a fry.
I'm pretty much a hoe for onions anyway. Like, I love any onions. I just love it.
Okay.
Man. They're so fucking stanky, and they give a good cut to usually anything you're eating, especially red onions are really nice. Now, it does depend on what you're putting it with, or you pair your food with, too, a lot of the time. But I just love onions, man. Like, I'm a hoe for onions. But as far as onion rings go, you could do the small ones, like a Burger King style, or the big ones, or the Bloomin' Onion style. I don't give a damn. I'm with it, man.
I love it, man. You passionate about the motherfucker. Well, yeah. When was the last time you had a bloomin' onion at Outback?
I don't even know when the last time I went to Outback. Was that place still open? Have
I was
y'all
going
been
to
there?
say, I have not been to an Outback in over... I haven't been to one in at least 15, 16 years. I went on a date with a girl to Outback about that time ago.
It's a cool place, though. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool place.
Yeah, it had a cool vibe.
I haven't been there fucking forever, but I remember when I would always go, I would say, please cook my steak on the open flame. Not the flat grill, please.
Oh, man, I bet you felt cool as hell saying that shit.
It actually was better, man. You got like a little flame broiled kind of deal, I don't give a damn, man. Steak's good either way, but shit.
Hey, man, get it the way you want it. Yeah, it had a cool vibe back in the day, man. That's that shit back in the day when, man, that was good eating shit. When you worked and had a shitty job and wanted to treat yourself, man, Outback was a good way to go. Bloomin' Onion was good as fuck, though.
Yeah, not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. So, yeah, I'm onion rings.
I like sweet potato fries,
Those actually aren't bad. I went to Jack Brown's the other day, and I was like, well, fuck, let me try these sweet potato fries. They're actually pretty good, pretty tasty.
Yeah, they're good.
The umami flavor in there. I sound like one of those fucks from the fucking Food Network with umami or whatever. But man, that shit's good, man. And I got some of the chips too. I know I was talking about that shit. and because I'm trying to get off lectins, but I'm not. It's like you hear about that shit, and you're kind of like, well, maybe I ought to, my gut ain't the best. Let's see, maybe make some changes. Because chips and fries are so good. It was super salty though, man, and it's not always good for you. So I try to. I'm not gonna just not eat good shit because that's not life, man. Wow, you want to live life like that, but at the same time, don't get stupid and just be cognizant of shit,
Preach, homie. Yeah,
I like some damn fucking white potatoes too, man. Like fries. Who the hell don't like fries?
God,
Damn,
I need to meet the weird motherfucker that don't like fries, man. There was a place when I was out in Arizona one time. They had it was a Hawaiian place, and they mixed they fries. So they had shoestring fries, but they were half onion ring. Half onion ring. What the fuck am I talking about? Half sweet potato. I got that blooming onion on my mind. They were half sweet potato and half regular fry, man. And so you got like they were all mixed together and shit. So it was good as fuck because you bite into like the earthy umami sweet potato fry, and then you bite into your classic fry, man. And just having that mix was really cool. So yeah, I like both of them, motherfuckers.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Next time I go to my French spot, I might get clams and fries. I don't know.
Goddamn, hell yeah.
Damn, was fucking slamming off the fucking hazy. Goddamn. Oh my god, it was so good.
Ooh.
And I really love that fucking spot. But hey, can you eat clams? You're allergic to like clams and shit, right?
I believe I can eat clams and mussels and shit like that and oysters. I cannot eat shellfish, shrimp, crabs, and lobster. But I'm also allergic to almonds. So
are you really?
Yeah, allergic as food to almonds. So yeah.
Damn. So is that just almonds or like nuts in general?
Most nuts, these nuts, but yeah, most nuts for real.
Man, you don't go into like anaphylactic shock or anything, do you? Like you're.
Nah, thank God. No, don't really do any anaphylactic. It just makes me really, really crampy, and it's miserable as fuck. I'll tell you that. Especially with almonds, it's like really miserable. But yeah, man, I hate it.
Peanut allergies, dude. They're serious. That's serious shit, dude. We don't get into real sad shit on this show, but like our ex-field manager, his daughter like ate some peanuts at a fucking thing, dude. Like this has been like a couple weeks. She straight up died. She went into anaphylactic shock and fucking died. I'm like, God damn, dude, that sucks, man. That's like fucking serious, man.
Yeah, that's
man, dude. Like you could just, unknowingly, fucking eat some shit, man. I don't know. That sucks hard, dude.
It sucks, man. I mean, I'm I guess fortunate. I mean, mine have never evolved to that level, and I hope they never do. It's just extremely uncomfortable. But yeah, man, those people. It always sucks too, man, because you have to ask like shit all the time. Like if you go to a nice restaurant and like, they have a steak and they have a topping on it and they want to put some spread on it, you got to ask because a lot of times that shit will have like crab in it and stuff like that. And I got to be like, oh, I don't have crab in it. Like, oh yeah, it does. I'm like, well,
shit.
You got to tell me that. But see, I don't know, man. See, when you hear stories like that, you understand why people have the warnings and shit. But at the same time, for me, I'm like, man, you ain't got to tell me. I'll ask. But I don't know. It's serious shit. You just got to use your best judgment. But once a kid, they can't do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't want to digress and too sad. But I can.
Yeah, no, you should definitely ask, though.
Yeah, just ask. Check if you got that kind of shit because it's not cool. But I do think I can eat clams. I have not had a clam in a while. Used to get down with some oysters and stuff before, though.
I can't fuck with oysters. Shit nasty. Unless they're roasted. It's like eating a big loogie, man. I don't know how people like that shit at all. Fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I can. It ain't something I would normally get down on. I do love clam chowder. Good clam chowder is good as shit.
Oh, yeah, that is good, actually. Very hearty and comforting. So I do like some good clam chowder as well, man. Yeah, baby. So,
yeah.
I know we were talking about vintage video game reviews. We got one coming up. This actually, one of them vintage. The other one is not so vintage. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So video game review, this first one. This is an old Neo Geo classic. Football Frenzy for the Neo Geo. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, this fucking game really, really sucks.
Oh, it's so hard.
the soundboard there, guys. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's the buzzer. Oh man, Tecmo Bowl was pretty cool back in the day, man. I don't know if it was just because we have so much memories with it. But this game laid out the same way. It's like a 2D, like fucking football game, old school shit. The characters are a lot bigger than like a Tecmo Bowl. But I went and was like, this game was like $5 on the Switch. I'm like, well, fuck it, let's see. Maybe I can. Maybe it's fun. Shit was not fun. Really slow. I don't think Tecmo Bowl was that fucking slow. This game's slow as fuck, and it just wasn't fun, man. Just real slow, antiquated. Just slow and not fun. Do not fuck with that game. That's a motherfucking. That's a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, it looks like they used the same character or the same sprite as they would for each and every fucking football player. There is absolutely no difference.
Yeah. The characters are a lot bigger than they were on Tecmo Bowl too, I think.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I have to compare it to. But pretty much a shit game. Don't waste your time with it if you because there are some Neo Geo titles I'd really like to fucking get a hold of, man. Like Run and Gun 2. Man, if they would just fucking like port that to the Switch. The Switch doesn't have a lot of sports games. If they would port that to the Switch, man, that's an old school arcade game, and it's actually pretty fun. That I wish that would get redone somehow, maybe with an online mode as well, dude. I think they could really, because you can't even find that game, man. Like if you go out on eBay and like try to look for it, you might can get a circuit board. Like I was looking for that shit, like the actual fucking arcade game. Can't even find that. I downloaded a ROM and was able to play it in in some weird capacity, but it was kind of a pain in the ass. But that game was cool, man. I just have a lot of memories of that game. It was always in the arcades and like the movies and shit. Neo Geo had a fucking presence as far as the 90s when you're talking about arcade cabinets. And just kind of like everybody wanted one because I think you could get them for the house. And like one cabinet would have like a ton of games on it, or a few games on it. Yeah, it had like multiple games on one cabinet, which we never saw back then. But I'm going to go ahead and get into this new one. Madden 23. All right. So, I was on Steam, just fucking around, bored out of my ass. I was sick last week. Seen Madden on that bitch for $18. And I'm like, I'm going to get a controller too. So controller comes in like super fast. Got an EA account from back in the day. And I get on the Madden, man. And so I'm running this through a Surface Studio 2, 32 gigs of RAM. And it ran good, man. There's no lagging or anything. It might be once or, once or twice it was glitched maybe, but not anything major at all. Played very well, pretty smooth. This one is developed by EA Tiburon and published by EA, based on, the NFL and John Madden, God rest his soul. It's the 34th installment in the Madden series.
God damn.
Man, that's a lot, man. I mean, he was a goddamn institution, man. It's like a fucking crowd. I can't even really get into him right now. It's a whole show. But this bad boy was released in August 2022. PS4, PS5, Windows, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS platforms. The one we're going to be reviewing today was on the PC via Steam. It also marked the series debut on the Epic Games Store. Former head coach and broadcaster John Madden, whom the name was named after, is the cover star in honor of his death in December of 2021. Like previous recent installments, the game received mixed reviews from critics, but was declared an improvement over previous games. So I think it was kind of buggy when it came out, and they must have fixed a lot of that because I didn't, I didn't really experience a lot of bugs or anything. Shit, I'll probably get on that bitch tonight. It's fun, man. I like when I get on it, man. Like I'll put it on motherfucking easy, or the one up from that because I just don't want to get my ass beat. That's not fun, I like get in there and fuck shit up.
Oh yeah, I want to run my offense. I want to run like a big passes and shit. It makes it exciting and stuff.
It definitely makes it exciting, man. I'm wondering when they get this NCAA comes out, man. Is it going to be on Steam? Because that's my only hope since I don't have an X-Gen system. I'm thinking it will though.
I don't know. You might have to get down on the next gen.
I don't want to do that shit. God damn it. $400 or
Would-
$500 for a fucking game, basically, because I'm not gonna play that shit. Anything else on it? I got the Switch because it's the most like non next gen nerdy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. That's really the only thing that sucks. There's no fucking sports games really for it. Like they're not those that the next gens have.
And that's the problem I've always had because I've always been I've always got every new technology like a couple of years later. Like I always get like the iPhone that's like 4 years old, so I'm not paying $1,000 fucking dollars for it. And same with the next gen consoles. I'm still down them, dude. I still play the NCAA 14 on the Xbox 360. I got that ready to rock and roll anytime. But I mean, I would have to. I would have to get a next gen console if I had to do it just for the football game. I love it that much. I wouldn't want to, but God, I would. But yeah, I think we're still looking at a summer of 2024, so over a year and a half away release date, and that's if they stay on schedule right now. And for a fucking fact they're not going to. So
I know they had that NCAA revamped or unleashed. That's what you're playing, right?
I haven't gotten revamped yet. I do follow them because on the 360 you have to get your console modded or you have to solder it yourself, man. And I don't want to fuck up my 360, and I probably need to send it off and do it. But I follow their Instagram and them on Reddit, the guys that do revamp, man. And that shit looks really fucking cool. A lot of people like it. You can set the playoffs. I mean, they basically just overhauled NCAA 14. You have to have a copy of NCAA 14 because they go in there and they change the uniforms and shit. They add teams, update the conferences, update the graphics. So it looks pretty fucking impressive. I don't know if it changes much of the gameplay. I think they can, but they can do the playoffs and shit, and the graphics look a hell of a lot better than they did. I say a hell of a lot better. They're definitely improved.
Yeah, because you can get it on the PC, but you have to do a bunch of shit. I was looking at it, and I was like,
Yeah, you still got to do some shit. I know on PlayStation you can just download it. I mean, I'd be down to try to mod my console and do it, but you got to put a circuit board and solder and shit and get a soldering iron, man. That sounds like I'm gonna fuck that up really bad. So, yeah, I want to try it though. The revamp looks really good and it's pretty impressive. But I'm excited for the next generation. But yeah, I'm not excited to pay a huge price tag for a system where I'm going to play one fucking game 99% of the time.
Have you played Madden 23 yet?
No, but I've seen it. What's your overall review on it? I mean, you like the gameplay? Is it similar?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's basically that football game. You know what I mean? Like that. It's that whole thing. The whole fucking. It's Madden, dude. It's good. It's good shit, man. Like I said, I didn't get none of the bugs on it. You got a lot of different. You got like online mode, franchise mode. You got free agency tools and additional trade factors. I don't really get all into it like that. Maybe I will one day. Legacy game mode. NFL Pro Bowl game. Got the old school sites and stuff. Madden teams. You got Madden, like young Madden on there. Be coaching. Madden Ultimate Team. So yeah, they're gonna motherfucking make as much as they can out of it and do the, got the whole season kind of shit. I guess you can do.
I like that shit, man. I like the management. I remember, God, I can't remember which Madden, early 2000s, where you manage the team, you set prices, update your stadium and shit. It really makes the franchise mode really fun and shit like that. I was just terrible because I'd be creating players. Because back in the day, you could import your NCAA players into Madden. You remember doing that? Put them in the draft and shit?
I actually remember that, but I think I remember you telling me about that or something.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. So you could get, import after your guys from NCAA graduated or went to declare for the draft. You could save that roster, upload it to Madden, then you draft them to your Madden team, shit like that. And man, I'd be busting salary caps, draft a ton of good ass players, then put Whis at wide receiver, and a motherfucker asking for $100 million a year and shit, and have to trade his ass.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh, Whis.
What are you talking about?
Oh man. So yeah, what basically Madden 23? I'm giving this bad boy. That's 4 out of 5, maybe 3.5 to 4 in that range. Good, definitely worth $18 if you got Steam. Pick you up a controller and run that bitch through the PC. Fun times, got online mode, all that shit. That's a definitely recommendation on that one.
Have to give that shit a try.
Hey, yeah, baby, yeah. So, my man, what's going on this weekend, this week? You at work, you got to do I had an admin day today. I hate admin days. I want to be in the field. How the hell do you stay in? You stay in, though, don't you?
Oh, I got to move around a lot during the house, man. I got to stretch and shit. But yeah, this week I'll probably be in all week. But we've been through the college ball. We just ended the NFL. We got the XFL, my friend. So we need everybody to tune in. I think our first kickoff game is Saturday at 3. The Vegas Vipers against Arlington Renegades. So
shit. Do we need to do picks for that? You think? Can we go ahead?
You know what?
Hold on. Let me bring up the shit. Let's let's talk about that shit. Let me see if they.
I didn't think about picks, but I mean, it's. I got the teams right here.
Anyway, so okay, let's see.
It's kind of fun though if you think about doing picks. Good call on that because we're really just gonna have to go. We've never seen these teams; they've never existed before. So.
Oh yeah, fuck it. Let's go ahead and do XFL picks. Yeah,
I got it.
Down. All right, so it looks like week 1. What the fuck? Okay, so Saturday, February 18th. Looks like it's going to be Vegas at Arlington. We're just going to be fucking. I have no idea, but it'll still be fun.
I'm going to go Vegas on that.
I'm going to go Vegas.
I'm going Arlington, yeah.
All right, and that same day we have another game. It's a double header. I got Orlando at Houston.
I'm gonna go to Houston Roughnecks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Orlando.
Going H-Town Boundy.
All right, and then Sunday we got another double header. St. Louis at San Antonio.
The Battlehawks against the Brahmas. Battlehawks, man, that logo looks like a Christian private school. Did you see that shit?
What, St. Louis? That is weird.
I'm going to go San Antonio.
I'm going to go St. Louis.
San Antonio.
All right, the next one. Some of these teams are new, and some of them, like, I think DC was there last year. I don't know about Seattle. Seattle at DC.
Go DC on that.
I'm going to go DC as well.
I want to see that. Yeah, they got a dragon on that motherfucker. Come to you.
That's always a good reason to pick them. I was just looking at tickets.
Sometimes it works.
These ticket prices pretty fucking friendly, man. I mean, you got some, let's see, $25 tickets. And, I mean, I wonder, I'm looking at what's up.
One of them or two of them. I think a couple of teams are still based out of Birmingham, like, I can't remember which ones. Or maybe I might be thinking of the USFL. Yeah, I'm thinking of the USFL because we don't even have a team on the XFL anymore.
Not the XFL. I'd be down to check out the USFL when it goes. I went, like I said, a couple of games. Looking at this, it looks like the Houston Roughnecks and Orlando Guardians. That was the first one that popped up for Saturday night. They got a lot of available tickets, but it looks like they've sold a pretty impressive amount. The stadium. This is at TDECU Stadium in Houston, Texas. So, yeah, they got a lot of them still available. 24 smacks each, which, I mean, I think that's, fair price for an unestablished league.
Yeah, why not? That'd be fun to go to, game and check it out, see what's going on.
Who'd be the closest game? God, we have to be driving to Arlington, Texas.
It's Isn't there a team called like the new? No, oh, damn it! I'm fucking getting that fucked up. The USFL again, I think.
XFL.
I thought there was a fucking New Orleans team, but I don't think there is.
It's just Houston, Orlando, San Antonio,
Okay.
Seattle. Yeah, Arlington. You got a lot of Texas teams here, so I think Arlington's probably going to be, or DC, whichever one's both looking at around 10 hours for us.
Yeah, I might just wait on it. Check out the USFL. So,
They'll be on TV and shit. All right, we got pick'ems.
I think they got two teams that's actually based here still. Like obviously the Stallions, and then I think the Breakers. But last year everybody was just Birmingham. So, but now they got road teams and shit. So that should also make it interesting.
Yeah, that'll make it a lot more fun watching watch them go on the road, get out of Birmingham, because it's kind of weird. The Birmingham team plays in Birmingham, and they win the first year. It's like, that looks a little suspicious. Obviously it wasn't, but it was still kind of funny. If you like shitty humor, yeah, US. Yeah, I'd like to see one.
That would be cool. I think, we should check that out. I mean, hell, why not? Should be fun.
We'll look at the USFL schedule. Yeah, the XFL we'll watch on ABC for the first game, and then ESPN for the second. So it looks like they're rotating ABC and ESPN on that, and FX. So yeah, fuck it. We got them. We got the pick'ems down. We're still in the mix.
Hell yeah.
Yes!
All right. So I know we were talking about your week. Whis Craigie, what's up?
Hey, I'm not even sure what I'm doing yet, y'all. I'm always studying hoes too, motherfucker. We'll just see what's up. I need to take a vacation. Motherfucker been working too hard and shit.
Where you gonna go on vacation?
I don't know, maybe Kuala Lumpur or some shit.
Kuala Lumpur. Damn, where is that?
That's some Malaysia shit, y'all. Y'all know about that shit. Anyway, holler at the player, motherfucker.
Okay. Holla, dog. We'll talk at you next week. All right.
Later, Whis.
So, man, you got the whole week in the house next week? No in the field?
I think I'm in. And you know what? I probably need a week to mend. That sickness, man, knocked the shit out of me. And that rarely happens, so I'll probably chill, kind of get back to my normal happy-go-lucky self. Maybe a couple of bourbons this week will do it, and I'll be back on the grind. But yeah, I'll be chilling.
True that.
Come on.
Well, I'll be in the field doing my thing. Also, we will be here at the show, always getting content for you guys. Hit that follow button, hit the subscribe button. Check out the old episodes. Very funny shit there. I hope all of you have a great week out there and weekend. We'll definitely review all that shit on next show every Monday, 9:30 in the 30. Parting shots, J.Wiggy.
A week from now, we'll see you guys again. Join the chat room too. I monitored that while Grant Mills taking calls, and we'll do some XFL reviews. I'm excited about that shit. I'm glad we got the pick'ems in.
Yeah, we'll have our XFL pick'ems and more shit for you. And remember, this world. Oh shit, I fucked that up. Remember, smoke shit every day. Smoke weed. I mean, not meth or crack. We just smoke weed and do your thing. Holler at a fucking player. Next fucking Monday.
R.I.P. Frank
All right.
Fritz.
Fat ass.